Sahana vavatu Sahanau bhunaktu Sahaviryam karvavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So, there is one question. I am reading that. There is a long tradition in India of devotees taking darshan of their guru or enlightened one. Just sitting in the presence of a guru is said to have positive spiritual benefit, as one can feel the positive energy, the aura, the peace and love that emanate from a Mahatma. Does Vedanta recognize this phenomenon? Definitely, yes. It is a fact that you can feel their positive energy, their aura. Whatever you are, that you are going to reflect. So, if the person is pure, if the person has that communion or is with Ishvara, with Tattva, looking upon himself as Tattva, then it is bound to be a pure energy, and that they will definitely reflect. We have seen this. I mean, everybody must have heard about this, that Raman Maharshi Ji, in his presence, it is said that he used to talk silently. The Mauna Vyakya, his Vyakya or his Pravachan used to be silent. And it has been reported that people would come with questions, and in his presence the questions would be solved. In his presence, without any dialogue also, the questions would be answered. So this is possible. Vedanta does recognize this phenomena. So, no, it is not Siddhi. There may be Siddhi, that Maha. Okay.
Just curious if it is Siddhi.
There may be some such Siddhi, in which case they come to know what is going on in your mind. That is a Siddhi. But this is not Siddhi. This is their presence, pure presence.
Okay.
Now, when one knows that, they know that you are Bhagavan, you are Brahman. Is there a transition period where they adjust to this knowledge in terms of their relationship with people? Do people relate to you differently? You mean to say, if there is some problem in the relationship when one is going through this process? There can be. There can be, but I would say that the person concerned, the one who is learning, one who is having this, one who is familiar with this knowledge, should be wise enough to conduct themselves in such a way that it facilitates others to understand you. Otherwise, there will be conflicts, which can happen, which has happened in the past. In history, we see this. If people are too difficult, people with whom you are confronting, your family members or others, if they are bent upon not understanding all this, then there can be problems. But your purity, your wisdom, your devotion should be such that they come to know that the person is on the right path. And in all likelihood, they will accept you. It may happen, it may not happen. But that should be the attempt on your part or anybody's, on seeker's part. Plus pray. Pray to Ishvara that things become okay. That you are able to take along your people with you. They may not completely be with you, but definitely talk to them, show them the benefits of this. All this can be done. Plus, when they see, most important, that when they see a change in us, when they see a change in us, then that will be an important factor for them to change. So deal very wisely and lovingly and carefully. Do not be adamant in this, because all of a sudden there is a change in you. That has not happened in them. And they are afraid also that the person will go away or whatever. So that can pose a problem, which happens with everyone. But take Ishvara along with you. Otherwise it is destiny. Prarabdha also sometimes can be like that. Then be firm. Be firm. Without hurting. Without hurting, be firm. That I would like to do this. Try to adjust as much as you can, because it is challenging, no doubt. But it can be dealt wisely. So you get your answer?
So not my question, but
I know, but because the handwriting is the same.
but I got the answer.
Okay. The handwriting is the same, that is why. Okay. Third question. Does Vedanta talk about Kundalini and various chakras? Are we supposed to see any light in meditation based on which chakra is awakened? See, Vedanta doesn't talk about Kundalini, but Yoga Shastra does. Plus, whether Vedanta talks about this or not, your devotion, your past samskaras, say some may be coming from the line of yoga, or in this life also they are doing, along with Vedanta also, they may be doing other practices. And even if none of this is done, pure devotion plus your sincerity, your prayers, your meditation can awaken all this. It is quite possible. It happens. There is no will behind this. There may be certain traditions, certain path where they are working for this. But without working for this also it can happen. Sometimes, the person himself or herself doesn't know what is happening, and it happens to them. Because of the past. In the past life, some work is done. So it awakens now. So this happens.
Actually, I have one point in this related.
Take the microphone.
You just talked about Yoga Shastra. Actually, Yoga Shastra's ultimate aim is Kaivalya.
Samadhi.
Kaivalya.
Samadhi.
And Vedanta ultimate aim is Moksha. Both are same. Kaivalya and Moksha are same. So can we say that both are parallel paths, or they are complementary, or what way we can say?
Yes, they are complementary, no doubt about it.
But they are different.
Yes, different. They are different. They are different.
Okay. Thank you.
Method is different. If the whole universe is described as Hiranyagarbha, where does consciousness go? Hiranyagarbha means subtle state. Just as we have dream state, we have waking state, dream state, and causal state. Understood? Causal, dream, and waking. Similarly, at the cosmic level, at the universal level, there also, the causal level, parallel to causal level, is Ishvara. Then, what is dream state for us is Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha means everything, the entire power and energy in a subtle way, in the subtle state. That is called Hiranyagarbha. It is called Hiranyagarbha. Even Brahmaji is sometimes called Hiranyagarbha, as we found in Ishavasya Upanishad, where Brahmaji himself is allotting all the tasks to different devatas. So Hiranyagarbha is one of the one of the position also, which is nothing but the subtle state at the cosmic level. This doesn't affect consciousness. Here the question is, where does consciousness go? Consciousness is consciousness. Just as consciousness is consciousness and still you have dream state is there. Similarly, consciousness at the cosmic level, same thing. But still the dream state, that is Hiranyagarbha, is there. It doesn't affect consciousness in any way. Consciousness is witness of all this. Mind is ever questioning. Is it because of ajnana? Can mind be ever satisfied and understand everything? Yes, why not? Mind can understand everything. Mind is ever questioning because of ajnana, yes. Today, because of ignorance and vagueness. Vagueness is there, doubts are there, because the understanding is not clear. That is why it is said there are 3 obstacles to the knowledge of the self. 3 obstacles are there. Which are they? First one is ignorance, ajnanam. Then there are samshayas, doubts. Then the third one is viparita bhavana. In spite of knowing that I am the self, everything is self, there is non-duality and all this you know, but still it's not clear. Viparita bhavana means because of the past habit of taking the body to be I, because of the past habit of identifying with the body, mind sense complex, plus taking the creation to be real, it is so strong, those habits are so strong that every so often they take hold of my mind. This happens. So nididhyasanam. So the solution to ajnanam is knowledge, jnanam. Then that is shravanam. You get it by shravanam, listening. Then the reply or the solution to doubts and vagueness is mananam. And the solution to the viparita bhavana is you go back to your old habits, old way of thinking. Solution for that is nididhyasanam. That is why it is said, Atma vare drashta. You should know the self. What is the method? Shravanam, mananam, nididhyasanam. Shravanam, in Shravanam, ignorance goes. While Shravanam, that goes. And in Mananam, vagueness and doubts, they go. Then in nididhyasanam, all the viparita bhavana, they go. So definitely it goes. But yes, mind can mind be ever satisfied? Why not? Once it will come to know that the truth is the self, which is full, mind will be satisfied. Why not? If one is clear with Shravanam, Mananam, can they do Nididhyasanam while being Grihastha and applying the knowledge, or is sannyasa necessary to reach a state of Jivan Mukta? See, sannyasa facilitates. Sannyasa is a conducive life to knowing this. It is conducive. Why? Because now all your responsibilities, all your duties, you are formally renounced. So now nobody will disturb you. So definitely, if you want to pursue this, you can do that. But we will not say this definitely helps. But even in the life of a householder, we won't say that this is impossible. Even in the life of a householder also, there comes a time when your duties become less. or you should slow down. A time comes, retire when you are of the age of retirement or something like that. Make your life very simple. Minimum needs. And then give your time to this. How much do we need after all, You may, it is not that we need billions and billions of rupees. No, we need very little. And when life is simple, we can very well do with little that we have. Then you can devote yourself to this study. And then husband and wife or family members can complement each other. Can complement each other, can help each other. Help each other. In case of spouses, both of them are traveling to the same goal. If this understanding is there, nothing like it. If both the partners, it is like that in marriage, really, both of them are pilgrims to the same goal. So help each other. Then this can be done. Why not? You can help each other. So even in Grihastha Ashram, this can be done. Earlier, all the rishis were Grihasthas only. They were Grihasthas. But then, after a certain age, your friends, you help each other. And the goal is the same.
I have one question.
Can Karma Yoga be a replacement for Nididhyasana?
No, Karma Yoga cannot. Karma Yoga is for the purification of the heart, for neutralizing your raga, dvesha, and making the mind ready for knowledge. So it cannot replace Nididhyasana. Karma Yoga prepares you, your antakarana, your mind, to be able to grasp, to receive the knowledge. But still, the habitual errors can be there. Even sannyasis have habitual errors. So even for them, Nididhyasanam is there. Then for Karma Yogas, how will it not be there? It will very much be there. So Viparita Bhavana, all the habitual errors of identifying with the body have to be gotten rid of. So there is no replacement. You have to cross each and everything. Can Mahabharata be avoided by giving Jnana to Kaurava? It is over. It is over now. Mahabharata, can it be avoided? See, Lord Krishna was right there. He was right there, not you and I. He was right there. He also could not avoid. Lord Krishna went. He himself went as a Shanti Doot. He knew very well that nothing is going to work. But still, he said, no, we should try. Even Yudhishthira did not want to fight. Rest of the brothers were really, they wanted to finish it off. But Yudhishthira didn't want. Plus, Lord Krishna also said, we will try. So he himself went. And then Duryodhana had the audacity. Duryodhana and the company had the audacity. Actually, you are not supposed to harm the messenger in any way. Duta. You are not supposed, ambassador. You are not supposed to do anything. But then they tried to, they made an attempt to catch him. And then Lord Krishna showed, see, there also he showed his Vishwarupa. Not only to Arjuna, to all those who were in the court, they saw Bhagavan's Vishwarupa. But still, Mahabharata could not be avoided. It was bound to happen. It was the part of the game, it was the part of the design. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati. Whenever dharma declines, Bhagavan has made a promise. I will come. Abhyuttanam adharmasya. Tata atmanam, I will come. And so he has come to finish off all this. So it could not be avoided. People don't change. Duryodhana was why Duryodhana? His father, Dhritarashtra, he silently, silently wanted his ambitions to be fulfilled through Duryodhana. So in no way could it be avoided. I have confusion about character of causal body. What is it? And what happens to causal body at the time of death? Okay. See, causal body is no concrete body. It is not, I told you in the class today, that it is not a body like that like that of subtle body or gross body. Gross body you can see. Subtle body also is full of vasanas, samskaras, and it is made of 17 elements, 5 sense organs, 5 organs of action, then antakarana, chitta, all of prana, all of that. So it's made up of all this in a subtle form, plus all our impressions of past, all our karmas, and everything is stored where? Subtle body is a body, it is a nucleus. You cannot see, let us operate and see whether it is there inside. No, it is subtle. You can't see it, but it is. And then for the expression of it, gross body is given. So those two are bodies. Causal body is not a body like that, but it is ignorance. Causal body stands for ajnanam or avidya. It is because of avidya that this whole thing has begun. Because of avidya. And what is avidya? Not knowing your true nature. This is avidya. Ignorance. Because of this, what is the natural consequence of avidya? Avidya, kama, karma. When avidya is there, ignorance is there, what is going to come? Next step will be kamana. Understand? Desires. Desires, not ordinary desires, binding desires. There are 2 sets of desires. One is which doesn't bind you. Okay, if I get ice cream today, fine. If I don't get, then also fine. But there are certain desires which are binding. If I do not get it, then it becomes the source of my grief and sorrow. It makes me feel incomplete. It makes me feel that I am failure. So these are binding desires. So due to the ignorance of the nature of the selves, kamanas will come, desires will come. And what will be the nature of those desires? I want to be happy. Because I don't know that I am happiness. So the desires pertaining to things outside, that then I will superimpose. I will do adhyasa, shobhana adhyasa upon things outside. This will give me happiness. This will give me happiness. So this kind of desires will arise. And when the desires arise, just because I desire, things will come to me. I don't have that siddhi. So I need to perform action. I need to perform actions. So this is how it proceeds. Avidya, then kama, desires, and then karma. Karma will give rise to result. When the result comes, you like it or you dislike it. Again it creates another chain of karma. So this is how the samsara begins. Where is it all? How did it begin? How did it begin? Avidya. What is that? Causal body. That is causal. Karana. In Sanskrit it is called Karana Sharira. Then Sukshma Sharira. Then Sthula Sharira. In English, causal body, subtle body, gross body. Then, what happens to causal body at the time of death? If the person remains ignorant, then what will happen? Causal body will remain intact. Little bit here and there. But otherwise, If Ajnanam is there, then you will transmigrate, which means you will be going to other body. This body will be cremated here. But the subtle body is still there. Subtle bodies has all the vasanas, all the desires, all of that is there. And because causal body is there, Ajnanam is there, so it will push you elsewhere. You cannot stop it. So what happens to the causal body at the time of death? It remains and takes you further. It doesn't go. That is why for liberation, for mukti, for when will the moksha be? When will you not be born again? Jnana means causal body has to go. Jnanam means avidya has gone. In the wake of knowledge, just as when there is sunlight, darkness goes. Darkness cannot stand sunlight. Darkness cannot stand light. Similarly, Ajnanam cannot stand Jnanam. When Jnanam, I am full. Now where are the desires? No desire. Because I am satisfied in myself, by myself. No desires are left. So no new body. And subtle body, what happens? It gets disintegrated. Subtle body was there so far. That subtle body now gets disintegrated. So now nothing remains. Gross body is already gone. While you were alive, which went away? Karanasharam, that means causal body. It also went. As a result, now, once you die, means not you die, body dies. Atma doesn't die. So when the body is now gone, then even subtle body gone. This is Videha Mukti. This is called Videha Mukti. Now no next birth. But what happened before that? Which body died? Causal body, Karana Sharira. So don't wait for Karana Sharira to go afterwards. That won't happen. People think that we will have Videha Mukti. But Videha Mukti, before that you require Jivan Mukti. Huh? So this was the last question.
So the causal body gone, then it's already Jivan Mukta.
Jivan Mukta. So one who is right, you are right.
But most of us are not enlightened, and we don't
Give the microphone. Speak in that.
Most of us are not enlightened. So our causal body stays where?
It is in the subtle body itself. Ajnanam is already there. As long as ego is there, means Ajnanam, as long as it is there, subtle body will remain.
So when transmigration happens, subtle body goes or causal body goes or both go.
Both of them
They
go
go to a new body, both together.
As I said, causal is not a body.
Yes.
The very thing that desires are there, that means it is inferred that causal body is, Ajnanam is. With Ajnanam goes desires, kamana, karma, phala, ahankara, all that is there. Huh? So Jnanam has not happened. So this remains. This will take you on further journey.
Along with subtle body.
Subtle body only, no? So Ajnanam gives rise to desires. So already in that subtle body, Sukshma Sharira, all of that is there. So that you have to work.
I have a follow-up question.
Ha.
I have a question.
Okay.
So if we get a Naraka
Closer.
If we get Naraka or Swarga, which body is going to?
Same. Why should you get Naraka?
No, I'm asking. No, I will not get it.
No, I'm sure those who are here will not get it. But that is subtle body. Subtle body only takes you there. Jiva is nothing but subtle body. Identify Atma, identified with all of this is subtle body. Means Atma identified with this. So he goes along with that. Wherever it takes.
Thank you.
So subtle body cannot go till causal body is there. If causal body is not there, then there is nothing like subtle body.
Right?
And during the lifetime, if one becomes jnani, then this is not there. Subtle, causal body is not there.
Mind.
So when you get jnana, that time causal body goes and subtle body is there till you are alive.
Till you are alive. Alive means up to prarabdha.
Yeah.
Whatever is, because even see, this is a good point. Even if you got, say, supposing you got knowledge at the age of 70. 70 you got the knowledge. So Ajnanam is gone. But your prarabdha is up to 90. It may be up to 90. We do not know. So you continue to live. Prarabdha will not come to an end with knowledge. When you got the knowledge, it was happening in all these years. Now you are totally, you are abiding in the knowledge, wise man. But your prarabdha is still there. Of how many years? 70 years. You have finished the mission of life. But still you have another 20 years. Prarabdha is for 90 years. So you continue to live. Just because you got the knowledge, body will not fall off. No, now blissed out. That won't happen. Why? Because knowledge, see, this is an important point. Knowledge means you now know that I am no more a karta. I am no more a bhokta. Atma is Atma. Atma doesn't perform anything. So what all this I had done in the past, that person doesn't remain now. There is no identification with the ego. Means ego is gone. The body now continues to be, but he now knows that I am Atma, I am consciousness. But still, see, when the birth is given, certain prarabdha is already in motion. Prarabdha is in motion. So even though you got the knowledge, but still that motion you can't stop. Prarabdha is in motion. It is like an arrow which is already shot. So now in between it can't be stopped. So just because you got the knowledge, body will not come to an end. It will come to an end only on its set time. But those 20 years, you will be a Jivan Mukta.
And you will not feel any difference when you die.
No.
There is no change for you.
According to you, you are no more there. Only Atma is. So for onlookers, they will feel that yes, this person is. But you know that I am not, I am Atma. However, then your relationship with the body is like the relationship that you have with this flower. Just as this flower I am not, it is idam, so also the body I am not.
Some silly question. Does the Jivan Mukta know that he is Jivan Mukta?
Definitely. Otherwise, how Jivan Mukta? Definitely. Otherwise, why? She knows knows means that I am not he knows the Jagat is Mithya. Brahma Satyam. Jagat Mithya. He knows that. Everything, or he knows I am everything. Plus I transcend everything. When the actor plays the role of a beggar, he knows that I am playing, but I am not that. B is in A is not in B. You know this? A, B, that is beggar is actor. A is actor, B is beggar. Beggar is actor, but actor knows that I am not really B. I am just playing the role.
The follow-up question I have here.
Huh.
Yeah. What exactly happens at the time of death? And does the subtle
So
body-
far I have not experienced it. No, I'm also joking.
No, does the Upanishad discuss this anywhere?
Yes,
In
it,
terms of,
Here itself it will come little bit. Here in Ishavasya. So of course he knows that he is dying. And Gita also talks in 8th chapter is chapter of death. Plus here also, this person, this Upasaka, we will see, we will talk at that time. But he comes to know that he is dying. Some people come to know that I am dying. So he prepares for that. And it is said in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, there are some passages which say that before he dies, in the last moments, the jiva comes to know where he is going. Where he is going, that he comes to know. And then only he leaves. You know, like we, when we want to shift to other apartment, we want to leave this one and go to a other one. But unless the other one is found, will we leave this one? Otherwise, where will we be? Similar, something like that. It is said in Brihadaranyaka that he gets a glimpse. The jiva, not others. He will not report to us, I am going there. No. Because by that time his speech and other things also stop functioning. He comes to know. Then he leaves. Then he goes.
So
That's
that
what then may not happen with everyone. But this is what we do not know.
So the jiva knows the body, jiva is going to assume after death of this body.
Huh?
It will know what body it's going to assume.
Yes,
New body.
yes.
So there is no time delay in terms of leaving and then assuming a body.
No, that we cannot say for sure. In some cases, this is all Puranas describe. See, there is absolutely no guarantee about these things. Because you have to go and come back and then report. No, I'm telling you.
Assuming we have
So
Shraddha in the Shruti.
Yes, true.
And in Puranas.
Yes, but then Puranas talk about jivas going to Pitruloka, going to Gandharva Loka and things like that. So, it is quite possible that you may have done certain actions, punya karmas, with desire. So, you go to those realms, some loka. And supposing you have not done that, and some people want that, no, I just want to proceed. Then you may take another birth immediately. So they say that here people are crying and somewhere there is celebration. Because this one has entered elsewhere. All this Bhagavan decides. This is not decided by us. Yes, our last thought takes hold of us. And then that decides the next stop. But whatever I have done throughout the life will come in the end. But what will that be that Bhagavan decides? That is why Bhagavan is said to be karma phala data. Karma is mine. But how to dispense them? That is decided by him. And it's only he who can decide. Once gone means gone.
So another related question. So the Pitr karmas that are performed,
Huh?
the Pitr karma,
Which
Shraddha,
karma?
the Shraddha karma. and
Shraddha
other karmas.
karma.
So such karmas, they accrue to the Pitr or they accrue to the Karta?
According to what Puranas say, they accrue to the Pitru. It's subscription that you are making for them.
But if the Pitr has already assumed a body,
Then you will get
where
it.
does that
Or wherever, see, they do with the Shraddha. Shraddhaya kriyate iti Shraddha. This is done with the faith.
No, Shraddha assumed.
Huh.
I'm not questioning the Shraddha here. I'm only saying that if the karma is performed and it is accrued to the Pitr folks,
Wherever he is, it will go.
if he is in the Loka already assumed a body, the Karma phala will be enjoyed.
Yeah, he will take it, it will go to him.
Okay.
If he is in the Pitruloka there or elsewhere, wherever he is, maybe when you are doing, he is already on with the journey, then it will go there, wherever he is. Because you made the sankalpa that it is for my father or mother or whoever.
Okay, so I have a question. For a Jivan Mukta like Adi Shankaracharya, after the Jivan Mukti, he has nothing to accomplish, no desires, nothing, so-called karma left for him. Still, what was the need for him to travel across the country, establish mathas, have number of people kind of going along with him? So why all this? And why are people who are Jivan Mukta getting into karmas? Is it going to pay them off anyways? What happens for them?
This is Loka Sangraha.
No, Loka Sangraha is fine, but Loka Sangraha is for who are into Karma Yoga, no? Karma
No,
yogis.
not necessarily. As far as the wise men are concerned, like Shankaracharya ji and many other wise men, they don't want anything. But understand that they also have certain prarabdha. And they do not oppose that prarabdha. They merge their sankalpas with Ishvara's sankalpa. So now they have nothing to accomplish. Then why not allow this body to be guided by Ishvara? Prarabdha pushyati. Prarabdha only decides. And then they do not intervene. In Panchadashi you get a lot, there is a whole chapter about this. That they have finished. But Ishvara or others also. They say others, there may be a place where they want that some Mahatma should come and teach us. Something like that. Then that will create a sankalpa in the mind of this person. Let me go this side. So this is what Ishvara, this is how Ishvara handles. And this person becomes a very apt instrument for this. See, if I have my desires, then if somebody asks me to do something, it may go against my agenda. So I may oppose. But Mahatmas are such that they have nothing of their own to accomplish. So they become fit instruments in the hands of Ishvara to carry out Ishvara's work.
Yeah, but the karma phala would not.
No, it won't go.
Because he is already Jivan Mukta.
Because he has no kartrutva.
Yeah.
It is kartrutva which brings phala. If kartrutva is not there,
He is Mukta, so there is no kartrutva.
Does prarabdha karma affect our option? Does prarabdha karma affect our option to exercise free will? Because there are certain circumstances where unavoidable accidents take place.
unavoidable accidents.
And the person, it's a real incident in our own family. The person normally does not go that route. But that day, he went to that route and the accident took place.
He went to where?
In that route.
Okay, route.
That route by a different vehicle, which he normally doesn't do and which he was advised not to do several times also. But then he could not exercise his free will. So my question is, does prarabdha karma
Sometimes
affect our option to exercise free will?
Yeah, it does. It does. If the prarabdha is very strong, it will happen, no matter what you do. So there are certain strong prarabdhas, little less, that kind of thing. So if it is destined to happen, it will happen, no matter what you do. It is the result of one's own karma. So if the strong karma has been performed, now nothing can change it. That is how you will get the result. Strong prarabdha. There are strong prarabdhas.
Does doing more punya karma soften the situation?
in certain karmas. Again, that is decided by Ishvara. If it is, as I said, if it is very strong, perhaps nothing can happen. But sometimes your prayers and punya karmas which you do will minimize to some extent. It can minimize to larger extent also. But again, this is all decided by Ishvara, karma phaladata. This side. No.
Does Bhagavan take avatar in every yuga? And what is the purpose of that avatar?
Avatara is very to remove adharma. He comes not for his own purpose, but so that the universe functions according in the line of dharma. This is what he has said very clearly. Abhyuthanam adharmasya paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkrutam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. But when there is lot of adharma, not little bit, lot of it.
There can be more than one avatar.
There can be. Why not?
Same yuga.
Yeah. There are sometimes, small avatars. Sometimes, all avatars are not like Rama and Krishna. Some small avatars just did one work and went away. Hiranya, that Nrsimha avatara, just for Prahlada he came. Small. Whatever is the need of the hour, accordingly he comes. In some just full-fledged, like Krishna. Krishna is supposed to be, all the digits are there. Purna avatara. Purna Purushottama.
Just in relation to that question that somebody asked about that why that Shankaracharya had to do all that. Like even in Gita, Lord Krishna says that I don't have to do any karma, but I am doing so leading people so that they don't feel that nothing. Especially when you are highly, exceptionally talented and gifted person, then Ishvara uses you. He was of that time and he came with that mission only. Then they are guided by Ishvara. There are certain Adhikarika Purushas also, who even though they are liberated, they come again and again. There is no need for them to be born also. Still they are born. They are not avataras. They are.
I think, as you said, I think Prarabdha has got something to do with it. Because Ramana Maharshi never got into establishing an
Because he was here. You want a mic?
Yeah. So, what you said earlier, that some Prarabdha has perhaps to do something with it.
Plus,
as in the case of Ramana Maharshi, he never travelled across
because
India.
there are different prarabdhas plus different temperaments also.
Yeah.
Ramana Maharshi was a different person. His upbringing, his nature was altogether different. Like this is very well known that Gandhiji wrote a letter to him. Then why don't you join in this independence struggle? He wrote a letter. He said, for me, this is just, we don't have to judge anyone. But Mahatmas are Mahatmas. They work on a different level. That's the reply that Ramana Maharshi ji gave, was that if in a movie you see some fire happening, will you call a fire brigade? In a movie, when the fire is there, will you call fire brigade? Because that is his strong understanding that this is mithya. Plus he knew what is going to happen. And Mahatma Gandhiji was different. There are many things. Lord Krishna also jumped everywhere. But then there is difference,
Yeah, that's the personality difference.
Personality difference.
Yeah,
And accordingly Bhagavan uses. Shankara had come only with the express purpose of re-establishing the dharma.
Yeah, kind of an avatar.
Not kind of avatar. He had only 16 years. Then Veda Vyasji gave him another 16. Otherwise he had just 16.
Then he was so pleased that another 16, and now go from Kanyakumari to Kashmir and do this work.
Swami Vivekananda was another one with the same kind of.
Well, he is not an Avtara.
No, not Avtara, but he's Prarabdha too.
Yeah, he had that passion in him that I will awaken everyone. He was quite concerned about India. When Ramakrishna also.
So, a person is ignorant and he comes to Vedanta, he does Shravana Manana, then he understands that he is Atma, he is not body, mind, intellect. But at this level, it's still indirect knowledge. Indirect knowledge for him. The person, ignorant person, after doing Shravana Manana, though he understands he is Atma and different from body, mind, intellect, it is still not his direct knowledge, it is still indirect knowledge in the initial days. Then he performs Nidhyasana, various other sadhanas,
gradually,
rituals, various sadhanas, and then he becomes Jivan Mukta. That means he owns up that he is Atma and body, mind, intellect is lower order of reality. Right?
Not I.
Yeah, but then how does he own up that he is Brahman? Because the reason I am asking this is in the 13th chapter, Lord Krishna says that I am the Kshetrajna in all the Kshetras. Does the person who is become Jivan Mukta also knows that he is Kshetrajna in all the Kshetras?
Yes.
But he is limited with his Upadhi, right? His Upadhi can see only...
no. He is Kshetrajna means Asti Bhati Priyam everywhere.
Is that his direct experience?
Definitely, because Asti Bhati Priyam is everywhere. I don't have to ask another, do I exist or not? Because that is my experience. See, Vedanta is not telling us something, is not creating Atma for us. Atma is already there. It enables us to recognize what I already am.
So it looks easily, it looks understandable for my intellect for someone to own up that he is Atma. But for someone to own up that the same Atma is Brahman, that jump seems very...
Both are one. It's
I know, but as an indirect knowledge, I know it is one, but to have that at the level of knowledge and direct experience is something difficult to
that
follow.
Experience is there. It's not, don't think that it will happen after I do sadhana.
No, I understand.
So it's there, and that means that I am Kshetrajna everywhere. I am everywhere the same Atma.
So both happen at the same time.
Yes. You get, this knowledge becomes firmer and firmer and firmer. That is aparoksha. Aparoksha. In the beginning, it is just an information for me. Then, when I start working upon it sincerely, gradually, I own it up. Once you own it up, then you know you are everything. Because no more is it confined to just one body. Body, if my understanding is I am only up to this, then that is still not knowledge.
But the kshetra that is visible to that person or perceptible to that person will be limited by the upadhi that he is using. His mind
Kshetrajna is not a matter to see.
No.
It is not, yes, it is not a matter that I am Kshetrajna, I see everywhere. Atma you don't see. Even wise man doesn't see Atma.
Correct.
If he saw Atma, then he will be seer and Atma will be seen.
He sees by Jnana Chakshu. Right?
Jnana Chakshu, not Charma Chakshu.
So Brahman is also known by Jnana Chakshu.
Definitely. Jnana Chakshu. Third eye.
Okay, thank you.
So now it is 9:15. Okay.
Clarity on what your answer was. So Atma Jnanam and Brahma Sakshatkar are same?
Same. A different name. Apnoti, Sarvam iti Atma. Atma means that which pervades everything is Atma. That because of which everything is Atma. And Brahman from Brihadhatu, which means which is in the sense of pervasiveness. So it's same.
Can I ask one last question?
Ha.
Mine is a very down to earth, a grieving person.
Somebody had made somebody wanted to sing also, but that will not happen now. Where is Sandeep Bhai? Not there. Okay, fine. Is there.
Yes.
Can it be kept tomorrow? You have to ask Swamiji tomorrow. Okay, we just wanted to sing, Sandeep Bhai. Come. Just make it small, okay? हाँ प्लीज चेयर અહીં લઈ લેશો ને તો આ બી આમ દેખાશે કઈ હા વોટેવર નાનું તમારી ચેર પ્લીઝ કીપ ઇટ હિયર સો દેટ યુ કેન કમ
Hello. ब्रिज में लौट चलो लौट चलो पढ़ूं तोरे शाम ब्रिज में लौट चलो पढ़ूं तोरे शाम सुनी कदम पर ठंडी छैया सुनी कदम पर ठंडी छैया खोजे तुम बंसी की व्याकुल होकर ब्रज न डुबो दे व्याकुल होकर ब्रज न डुबो दे लहरे जमुना जी की लौट चलो भाव पढ़ूं तोरे शाम बिलख रही है मात यशोदा बिलख रही मात यशोदा नंद जी दुख में खोए अब तो सोच अरे निर्मोही अब तो सोच अरे निर्मोही ब्रिज का कण कण रोए लौट चलो पढ़ूं तोरे शाम
ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः